It is our third presentation here at the Geological Saam Chautauqua. I am delighted to have Han Lee with us today. Han has a fantastic background. I think he has been in every single one of the courses that we've done with Toby here through Geological. In addition, Han has studied quite extensively with Dr. Tae Cheong Choo, Korean doctor and acupuncturist, and so he has a wide breadth of experience with different teachers plus his own clinical experience. And we're going to get into all of that here today. Han, great to see you. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell folks a bit about yourself, and we'll get into the presentation.
Hello, everyone. I'm so honored to be with you today. I really enjoyed the first two presenters, and I hope if you haven't had a chance to look at their talks, view their talks, I highly suggest you do that. So my presentation today is actually based on my teacher, Dr. Tae Cheong Choo's teachings. He was my DAOM mentor at the Virginia University of Integrated Medicine. And I learned some by attending his lectures there. But initially, I was a lecturer myself at VUIM, and I met Dr. Chu for the first time, not in class, but somebody told me about the Association of International Saam Acupuncture. So Dr. Chu is a founder of that organization. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. But he gave quarterly lectures on different subjects, and that's where I encountered Dr. Chu. And then later on, Dr. Chu was actually the one at VUIN when I was on the adjunct faculty. He started the DAOM program there. So when he started that, I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna hop in because I'd always wanted to be my mother always wanted a doctor in the family, so that's why I enrolled there. And then I audited his classes, and then I became one of his teaching assistants. So I got the benefit of not only learning Saam acupuncture, but he also taught Master Dong acupuncture. So those are actually two of my go-to treatment modalities in the clinic, and I'm so happy that I see that Toby Daly is in attendance here, and yeah, I learned a lot from Toby, and he gave me additional impetus because he was so passionate and such a great instructor. I'm sure that those of you who took classes from Toby will agree with me that it was just inspiring. So that even made me go back to Dr. Chu's lectures and go through his material to get a better nuanced understanding of what Saam is all about. So the slides that I'm going to be presenting to you today are excerpts from Dr. Chu's lectures. By the way, can you hear me? Michael, just give me a thumbs up or something if you can hear me. Okay, great. Anyway, these are the slides I'll be presenting. Okay, so this is like an event summary of what I'm going to be presenting. I hope that I'll be able to skip over a lot of the material the basic material that our two presenters already did such a fantastic job in talking about, and go into some of the more interesting things. And I like to, I'm going to take a page from Toby's style of teaching. I like this to be more interactive. And so if you have experience, you have knowledge about some of the things that I'll be covering, I'd like you to just interject and just unmute yourself and give your own experience about what techniques you've used and what's worked for you and what hasn't. Because I think in the 2 hours that we'll be spending together, this will be more interesting for all of us. Okay, this is a little bit about me. So I've been in practice for over 20 years, and I've learned from many teachers, just like all of you have. Uh, if you've been in the business, I feel that I have an obligation to try to learn as much as I can and to have as many tools in my kit bag, because personally I feel that everything can work, but not everything can work for every patient. So I learned many different styles, including other distal needling techniques from um, Richard Tan's balancing method, Master Dong acupuncture, I Ching acupuncture, and abdominal acupuncture, Bo Zhiyan's abdominal acupuncture, scalp acupuncture, et cetera, et cetera. And I like to now just go over some of the basics here. So what is Saam? So these two characters means to dwell, and Am means rock. So Sa means to dwell in a rock, probably in a cave. Oh, by the way, I'm Chinese and I'm not Korean. And so please excuse my mispronunciation of any Korean words. I grew up in New York, Chinatown. All right, so who is Master Sam? I'm going to use Master Sam to differentiate between the creator of this unique acupuncture style and Saam Acupuncture, the method. The Master Sam, according to legend, he was the creator of Saam Acupuncture. He was a monk and he lived in a cave for many years. And he practiced medicine about 400 years ago. And in line with this monastic tradition, he didn't use his birth name, his given name. So we call him Master Sam. So here's a brief history of Saam acupuncture. Legend has it that Master Sam opened his third eye, his mind eye, and after meditating in a cave for many years, he saw to the true essence of the mysteries of acupuncture. And through his deep meditation and serious study, Master Sam developed this unique acupuncture method that would treat the root causes of disease. After his death, his acupuncture method remained largely hidden, from at least from public view, and was mainly passed down from master to disciple through a monastic lineage. Let's fast forward now to modern Sam. Our two previous presenters gave you an introduction to this style of acupuncture, and they mentioned Dr. Hong Kyung Kim, who he passed away 2 years ago, as Andreas mentioned. He was a contemporary Korean physician, and he actually rebirthed Saam acupuncture. He also lived in a mountain monastery for 13 years, and he studied the I Ching, Wangdi Ne Ching, and the Buddhist classics, and apprenticed with a Zen master. So Dr. Kim rebirthed a unique system, one that unites man and the forces of nature and integrates the body with the psycho-emotional aspects of the mind. So both presenters, Andreas and Evan, have something in common with me, or I have something in common with them, because they mentioned Dr. Tae Cheong Choo as a person that first introduced them to Saam acupuncture. In fact, Andreas after hosting him or being his moderator at the TCM um, conference in Germany, actually went to California to study with Dr. Chu. And if you look at his slides, he mentions that he's written a book on Saam Acupuncture, basic book, Introduction to Saam Theory, and he credits Dr. Chu with the information that he gained from his lectures. So let me tell you a little about our teacher, Dr. Chu. You can read about here. You can read yourself these bullet points. And he studied with Dr. Hong Kyung Kim in 1984. And from these bullets, you can tell that he is a very experienced practitioner and a clinician and teacher.